Syracuse University is raising tuition again, making the all-in cost to attend $88,000 a year. Good evening, I'm Matt Mulcahy.
I'm Megan Coleman. Cornell and Colgate are all pricing in that same range, making a 4-year investment something close to or over $350,000. Morgan Scott spoke to experts to find out why the cost of higher ed continues to rise. Morgan?
Matt and Megan, Syracuse University has long been a pricey private school, but as the cost to attend increases, some are worried it will soon become a school that's out of reach for most demographics. For the next school year, the cost of tuition alone at Syracuse University will be around $61,000, a 4.9% increase from the previous school year.
Frequently, the most expensive schools are the ones that do the best job of actually providing generous financial aid to students.
While Syracuse University says they will provide a historic $350 million in aid, Sandy Baum, a researcher in education policy, says she understands that for some students, the aid does not always balance out with their remaining cost. Many end up owing thousands more in loans.
Any amount that you can save is going to help you and make it easier for you to finance the education when the time comes.
To put into some perspective, if parents who may be thinking of sending their children to SU for all 4 years begin saving from the time they have a child until their child turns 18, parents would need to save almost $20,000 a year to fully afford Syracuse University at this rate.
I don't know where the money goes. But I look around me, I look around at the classroom where I teach and the difficulty for finding space to put our research labs and the resource situation in the writing department in particular, and I'm sure many other critical departments I don't know about.
As an associate professor, Freeman says he wishes the university was more transparent with current students and faculty members about some spending.
There are places that could use attention. They could use some of the attention that $90,000 a year feels like it would bring, and yet that attention isn't there.
For some students who recently graduated, they worry about how new pricing will impact the school's diversity.
I worry that Syracuse might start being a school that's only available for the wealthy. With that cost increase, that many people who I know here would not be able to attend Syracuse University. I myself would be going to a different school if that was the price tag I was facing when I was accepted here.
The price increase in tuition is not unique to SU, but also other private institutions across central New York like Cornell University, forcing many students to explore other options, even if those schools were ultimately their goal. Reporting live in Syracuse, I'm Morgan Scott.
It creates a real dilemma for households. How do you come up with the money, and how do you know what kind of aid you're going to get? A lot of questions. We'll keep following this story, Morgan, as those prices continue to climb. The Rochester area is bustling right now, leading up to the PGA Championship at Oak Hill Country Club.
This is the first major tournament in upstate New York in 10 years, and fans are looking to take home a piece of history. Tommy Slavak is live for us at Oak Hill tonight. Hey, Tommy.
Hey, Matt and Megan, good evening. As busy as the course can be to see the players, the PGA shop here behind me is truly a spectacle of its own. Now, when I went inside, I figured it'd be pretty big, right? I wasn't expecting it to feel like I was walking through a football field of gear, we should say, which made me wonder what fans can get here and for how much. Ultimately, items ranged from $8 for a coaster to $275 for a golf jacket. Now, PGA Oak Hill's flags, well, they were hands down the hottest buy today. No surprise, fans were using them for autographs from players. But as the week goes on, I expect hats and polo shirts will be the most desired. The hat selection for the guys and ladies is pretty terrific. Price-wise, you can get down to $30 easily, and then up to $60 for a more high-end golf brand. Polos start around $60, but you can get some that rise into the hundreds for sure. Now, fans we spoke with say they expected the prices. It's the logo they're paying for, and they have no regrets forking up a few more bills to remember attending a special event in upstate New York.
I didn't think it was too bad. I mean, there's some craziness to it, but you got to expect that here.
They're pricey. But, you know, it's great stuff that you don't see. And, you know, this I don't know, this could be the last major here at Oak Hill, so I wanted to get some kind of keepsake for that reason.
Now, if you poke around to some local connections from the players that will be competing here this week, you may be surprised to hear that superstar Rory McIlroy of Northern Ireland has local ties. His wife's hometown is nearby. We'll hear from Rory coming up at 6 o'clock. For now, reporting live in Pittsford at Oak Hill Country Club, I'm Tommy Slade.
There's a lot of buzz in the air.
There is, Tommy, and what a great atmosphere for people to enjoy from all over central New York. We'll check in again later.